And you know what's so fascinating? The Holy One, the Anointed One, uses us as children of God to hold brothers and sisters of different faith beliefs, and especially those who are hurting, the marginalized, the poor, the weary, the sick. And at this time, our hearts are guided to hold the little innocents that have been slaughtered on the altars of man's ego and shame, and to pray for an end to all violence. That's what my spiritual teachers teach me. Jesus, the prophet, the Son of God, and Francis, an eco-spiritual warrior of the 12th century, to embrace God in the natural world, the cathedral of God, and to embrace a life of simplicity, not duplicity, to embrace God in the heart, not in language and dogma and fear, and not to play games, but to be truthful, honorable, honest, to be a person of faith who believes in what God says to them. But it takes persons of courage in this world today to be a person of truth. Because we live in a world, beautiful that it is, but society has become despiritualized. They worship other gods, their ego, fear. But if we say we love God, whether we're Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, Jew, Christian, Baha'in, Wiccan, pagan, and have not surrendered our heart to God in love, then we give lip service. And that is not what a child of God is called to be. We are called to be a light shining in the desert, so that when the weary travelers get lost, the light will be seen. Let us come now to our spiritual home at Mount Sinai, not far from Catherine's monastery, where there are many caves, where many holy men and women sought sanctuary and dedicated their lives to God as monastics. Let us come into the Bedouin tent, where we have come many times over the last 3 years on live stream. And let us wait patiently for the Christ, the cosmic Christ, the Prophet the Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet Gandhi, the Prophet Osho and Rumi, and the Lord Buddha with the messages of God. Let us come now. And our brothers and sisters are singing and dancing as they come towards their spiritual home by Mount Sinai, where the prophet Enoch gave the Talmud, the Kabbalah, to the Jewish people, where the Christ stood on the top of Sinai and lifted his arms to his Father, Mother God. Let us do the same. But this time let us bring the people of Egypt, that sacred land, the people of Syria, and wherever people are suffering, especially children, little children. And as we come into the tent, the Bedouin tent, the elementals and divas wash our feet. They dry our feet, and now they use the spikenard, an expensive oil from Jerusalem, and they bless our feet, because our feet are sacred, because wherever we walk, we bring the blessing of God. And now we are escorted around the fire of cedar wood, and we are all relaxed, sat in the lotus position, totally still, totally calm, and at peace. And as we relax, we become aware of the sound of trumpets. The messengers of God are coming across the Sinai Peninsula, walking and dancing on the desert floor. There is a procession of the messengers of God, and they come with a message to your heart and mine. And now their singing and music is so loud that we want to get up and dance with them, but our heart tells us to be still, because they are welcoming our Father, Mother, God to join us. And they enter the tent, and they form a circle of light, music and sacred dance and ritual behind us. And in the center the fire and the flames are burning bright. Then suddenly we see a flame so beautiful. It rises and rises, and out of the sacred flame comes the cosmic Christ. And above him we can just barely see but can hear the Father, Mother, God speak, saying, "Come, come, my beloveds, be still. Be still and receive my gift of peace." And our hands are burning. Suddenly a flame from the fire touches our hands. And as we look to our hands, we can see the eternal flame of God resting on our hand. And now we can hear the voice of God. "You are my beloved child. I called you by your name and you have come. Be still, for you are in my presence, and I bring you news of great joy. I bring you news that will empower you. Take back your power and be what you agreed to be, a child of God, a beacon of hope, a beacon of light for the children who have lost their way. Many are like sheep without a shepherd. You are my beloveds. Be still now, and allow me to anoint you with the healing oils of life. And the angels of God take the spikenard and they go round each one of us and places a sacred symbol of the tail, the peace symbol, on our forehead. The symbol of peace that many young waiters at Taba by the Red Sea craved for. And I would bring them this symbol and invite them to wear it for peace in their sacred beloved land. Well, now the Father God, Mother God, has instructed the messengers of God to place the symbol on your third eye, over your forehead. Be still. Be still and be aware that we are in the presence of Yahweh, the presence of God, the presence of all that is. And now the Christ, the cosmic Christ, with all the great spiritual teachers of the world, come to us and place their hands over our crown chakra and bless each one of us. And we now can sense the light of God's love flowing through us like we've never felt before. It is a sacred love. And now the angels are chanting the Om Shanti, and our hearts are being set free as ambassadors of peace. Be at peace now. Embrace your God and receive the healing light of selfless love from a God who loves you